A reading from Matt Lewis, and he writes, when a political party loses the presidency, it normally casts its eyes toward the future. Makes sense? Not so this year. Donald Trump's speech this coming weekend sends the message that he is the presumptive 2024 nominee. What is weird is that he is being allowed to do it. After all, Mr. Lewis goes on to say, vampires can only enter your house if you invite them in. So, Jeremy, what does this mean? That they're just not going to go with prevailing math and trends and demographics? Does it mean perhaps that indeed they have no other game?
Well, to continue the metaphor there, Brian, it's Trump's house. It wasn't the Republican parties to let him in this case. It wasn't CPAC's to let him in. He is the presumptive actual leader of the Republican Party at this moment and for the foreseeable future. And, you know, as Mark was saying, his attitude, his presence has so consumed everything that Republicans and conservatives used to stand for that instead of having a debate over ideas or sessions about various issues at CPAC like you would ordinarily see, what they've done is they've turned this into a grievance fest and are going to relitigate the 2020 election and propagate more false notions of election fraud and the idea that the election was somehow stolen from President Trump. And this is not just what's going to happen at CPAC, Brian. This is what's going to happen in Republican politics for the next few years. I mean, what I'm hearing from people who are running some of the biggest and best funded conservative organizations out there is that the way they're raising money and the way that they are going to pitch themselves to voters is that they are going to continue this idea that elections are unsafe and that President Trump was wronged in 2020. And I think that, in essence, is this Republican Party, where the words conservative and Republican no longer mean what they've meant for a generation. They mean, have you pledged your loyalty to Donald Trump?
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.